Hi everyone, and welcome back to another handwriting lesson for this week. So today is Friday the 4th of September 2020. This week you've been looking at the letter Q, and the letter Q says for quack and quiet and quick and quilt. So that's what we're looking at today, to see where it rests on the lines and how you form it. So let's have a look at our learning intention. I'm learning to write the letter Q so that I can use it in my writing and I know what it looks like. And you will know that you are successful in your learning today if you can start your Q in the right spot, if you can trace over the letter Q that somebody else has written for you, if you can copy the letter Q underneath where somebody has written it for you, and also as you go through your week and practicing forming the letter Q the right way so that you get used to forming it the way that it needs to be formed. Let's have a look at our lowercase q here. The lowercase q is a body and tail letter, and that simply means that the main part of the Q, the circle part of the Q, rests in this first space. So it rests on the solid line. It does not go past that first dotted line. That's the body part of the letter. The tail part of the letter Q is the bit that goes beneath the solid line and then it flicks up and has a little tail. So it takes up the body part as well as a tail part on the lines. The capital Q is just like all capital letters. It is a body and a head letter, and that means, again, it rests on the solid line, but it goes all the way up to that second dotted line and takes up both of those spaces to make it a head and body letter. Now let's have a look at how we form the lowercase q. The lowercase q starts just like the letter C. So let's have a go at writing it. So we start at the top, up the top near that first dotted line. We're going to start just like we would do the letter C. It rests on the solid line. But then we close the letter C up. We go down and we give it a little flick. Let's have another go. We start it like the letter C, making sure it rests on that solid line. Close the C up. We go down and we give it a little flick. Now you will always get your letter Q facing the right way if you start it like the letter C. If you start it like the letter C, it will always face the wrong way. And this tail part only goes as far as that first dotted line underneath the solid line. I want you to pause it now while you have a go at finishing off that line of lowercase q's, and then I want you to have a go at writing some lowercase q's all on your own without tracing over the top of anybody else's. So pause your computer and have a go. How did you go? Were you able to copy the letter Q? Were you able to make sure it was a body and tail letter? Good job. Okay, let's have a look at our capital Q now. Our capital Q, again, starts like the letter C, except we close it right up and make a circle. We then take our pencil off and we do a straight line, which only goes as far as that solid line. So when we're doing the capital Q, we start at the top of that second dotted line. We draw a nice big circle that rests on that solid line, close the circle up, take your pencil off, and then we do a little line which only goes as far as that solid line. It does not go below that solid line. I'd like you to have a go now at writing your capital Q's as well, starting at that second dotted line, drawing a letter O, and then putting a line down the bottom to turn it into the letter Q. And when you've finished drawing a row of those, you can have a go doing it underneath without tracing over the top of anybody. So having a go on your own. All right, have a go. Pause the computer while you do that. Good job. How did you go, everyone? I hope you were able to do some lowercase q's today and also some capital Q's. Now let's have a look and see whether or not you were successful today. Let's have a look at our success criteria. Could you start your Q in the right spot? Did you start it like the letter C and go around and close your letter C up? Were you able to trace over your letter Q that someone else wrote for you? Were you able to copy the letter Q underneath? And remember, the next part of being a successful learner with forming your Q's today is practice, practice, practice. Good luck with the rest of your handwriting, everyone, and I'll see you next week ready for some more. Bye.